Yo, what's up guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome to the channel where today I'm going to be doing another gaming test between my 65-inch Samsung Q90R and my 65-inch LG B8 OLED. And the console that we're going to be using today is the Xbox One X. And we've got that hooked up, I'll just show you guys there a moment, with this 4K HDR splitter, even though I can't seem to get HDR working on it, but it's a 4K splitter nonetheless, and that obviously runs to both the TVs as it drops down the back there. And if you haven't guessed already, the game that we're going to be testing out today is FIFA 20. Now, as I've said in previous videos, if you're not an Xbox fan, then don't worry. I also have a PlayStation 4 Pro, and I've already done some comparison videos with the two TVs, with the PS4 Pro, playing games such as Red Dead Redemption 2 and the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So please go and check those out. I'll put links in the description. And also, I've done a few videos already with the Xbox One X, with both TVs. One of the popular games again on that was GTA 5. So again, go check it out. Just want to say a big warm welcome to all my new subscribers to the channel. Really nice to have you on board. And warm welcome to all my new viewers to the channel. It seems to be very popular at the moment. And it's great having you all enjoying these videos. So I'm going to continue to keep making them for you. So what I'm going to do in this video is, once I've got the game up and running, I'll talk to you guys about the settings that I'm using and show you various angles, and we will go through different settings on both TVs to see how they compare. So let's crack on with the testing. Right, so we are off with FIFA 20, and up the top is the Samsung QLED, and I must admit that is looking brighter and nice deep red on that, whereas the OLED at the bottom looks a bit more washed out and yeah, not so vibrant. Right, so we're just at the sort of setup pages now of the game, and yeah, both TVs looking very nice. At this moment in time, the QLED seems to be doing a better job, as you can see with those black levels there. Looks a bit more misty on the QLED. And just having a look at the colours there. Yeah, a little bit more washed out on the QLED at the top. But let's see how that changes, if it does, as we proceed. Right, so we have got a game firing up now. And both looking, yeah, really good. Again, I'd say just going in close. So that is the OLED there. That is the QLED. QLED does still retain that sort of slight mistiness, but that may change when you take it off the standard setting. We go to maybe the game mode and that. So QLED there. OLED. QLED and OLED. Let's have a look at the faces there. As you can see, it does seem just a little bit more sort of more detailed and more realistic there on the OLED. I think again part of this is down to sort of the glossy finish on the screen, where it's a matte finish on the QLED. Sorry if in this video I get them confused the wrong way around, but it's a bit difficult at times. Now the colours seem to have changed a little bit here. It's looking a little bit more vibrant, I'd say, on the OLED there, on those reds. As you can probably see that there. Looks a bit wishy-washy up the top there. But like I said, you know, this could change with these settings. And one thing that I am going to test out, or should I say show you guys, is on the QLED there is a sports setting, and it pumps everything right up, and I've never actually tried it before properly, and yeah, it just looks quite funny. Everything's really vibrant and over the top. It's the sort of thing you'd imagine you get from the Samsung, to be honest. But anyway, getting back to this match then, and looks a little bit darker up the top here on the OLED, where the QLED has a little bit more detail in the darker areas there. So the game is off. You will have to excuse my son who is playing this today. He has never played this game in his life, so don't expect anything thrilling. It's in the way of gameplay, but you know, this is a TV test at the end of the day. And I'm seeing like quite a bit of difference there on the grass. I don't know which one I'd say is more realistic. Don't really watch football myself. But that cutscene there, I don't know if you can see the difference in the colours. Again, looks a bit sort of... See, on this red down here then, it looked better on the QLED. But on the tops, it looked better on the OLEDs. A bit strange, but there you go. So this does seem a very good game to test these TVs out on. I've never played a football game like this in my life. Well, I say that, I did on my ZX Spectrum back in the day, but most of you guys probably won't even know what one of those is. Let's show you guys the reflections. For anyone who doesn't follow the channel, has not seen anything like this before. So, looking at the QLED, which is meant to be the best in the market for when it comes to anti-reflective technology, and down to the LG OLED. There we go. And we quickly just have a look round at those viewing angles. I apologise to anyone who follows the channel, has watched me and seen me do this a million times, but you know, there's thousands of people who watch these videos and haven't seen this being done before. So there you go. Getting quite a bit of reflection there, so you can see that radiator reflecting there. But then again, you still see reflections in the Samsung QLED. So there you go. I'll make your mind, let you make your own mind up which looks better. And what I'm going to do now is change the mode. So I'm going to go from standard to game mode. I will do this on the LG, the Samsung as well at the top.
Maneuvering his way forward. Now he must favour the cross. But he dealt with that ball played in rather well.
So turn that to on. Bit of a delay there. And that should then come on. There we go. And what TV have we got the sound on at the moment? Well, we've got the sound on the Samsung. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn it all the way down. And let's turn up the LG.
Keep the ball out the net. Brilliant.
There's one thing about the LG I do notice every time that I use it, comparing it to the Samsung, is the volume. The volume level is so much better. You turn it up to say 20, you get a lot more volume than you do at Samsung. Samsung, like when you get to say like 50 and you keep going past 50, it hardly increases at all. Where the LG just, you know, goes up as you'd expect it to. So looking at this now, the Samsung, I would say at the top, looks a bit more vibrant, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my son agrees there. You know, what other differences are you noticing between the two at this point?
Samsung is a lot more brighter, like grass.
Yeah, grass is brighter, yeah. I'd say the whites look crisper, a bit more whiter on the OLED there. Yeah, definitely they look more whiter. Motion wise, again, when it's in sports mode, because mine is an older model, once it's in game mode, on the OLED, it's not quite as good when it comes to the motion handling. But the newer models are better. So in this situation, the Samsung is doing a better job with the motion. But when you turn off game mode, it's the OLED, I'd say, does a better job than the Samsung. Again, looking at those reds there, that just seems a bit washed out to me personally. Again, you know, let me know what you think at home. And let me know how you guys are coping in the lockdown. Do you know what I mean? You are all keeping well, I hope you are. And I wish you all well and best of health. It is, you know, a tragic time we are all living through at the moment, and I hope that these videos just can bring a little bit of entertainment and joy for a few minutes, if you want to look at it like that. This is why I do these videos for you guys. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be in lockdown at the moment. So again, what I'm going to do now we've had a look at that mode, I'm going to change it now to, we'll try the dynamic mode on them. So we've got the vivid there on the OLED, and we will take the QLED off, bear with me, off its game mode. I do hate the way that on the QLED you have to go right into the deep into the bowels of the menu just to turn game mode on and off. That is really annoying. Don't know why they've done that. Just with, you know, with the LG, you can just simply go into it. So, wow, on this, again, I'm going to ask my son now. What do you think? What you see now? And I've changed that.
I think the Samsung's.
So, top or bottom, which one looks brighter? You think the top one looks brighter? Do you?
Yeah.
See, I'd say the bottom one. Look on the reds there. That looks really, really bright and looks a bit washed out. So, yeah. But if that's what you think, that's fine. See, now on the Samsung up top, we are getting, it's a bit stuttery, where the QLED, just have a look what the standard settings are for that. So if I go into these now, and so that it pumps up OLED light up to 100, and as you can see there, colours pumped up as well. I set that colour temperature to 0, again on your request. And True Motion is on smooth on air. So I'm guessing, again, that's, you know, your factory settings. That's why it looks, well, smoother. Again, the white there looks whiter on the QLED, but the reds look better on the OLED. The grass in this mode, really, you know, it's luminous, if I'm honest. It doesn't look natural at all. But, you know, some people like that over-the-top look. But again, I don't know if you guys can see. If I just go in a bit tighter on the QLED there, sort of the motion, what it's like. Where on the OLED, oh, we can't see it, but it was a lot smoother on the OLED compared to the QLED. See if I can see it now. We'll go in a tighter again. It might not come across very well to you guys at home because of the frame rate, but well, even what I'm seeing through the camera, it just looks smoother on the OLED at the bottom as opposed to the QLED at the top. Now, as I said earlier, just for fun, I'm going to now change. We'll just change them back to their standard settings. So we'll try natural on the Q90R. Just try something different. But just for a laugh, I'm going to put the OLED onto sports mode. And wow, does that really pump everything up big time, that does. It's like everything's been whacked up to sort of like 110%. Seems to be even more vivid than the vivid mode, funny enough. Don't know why that is. But that is, it's a really eye-catching image, wouldn't you say, mate? Yeah, see, my son agrees. You know, we just changed the Samsung one around a bit. I flipped through those settings there. So you've got your movie mode there, which just looks, what does that look like, a movie mode? Bad? Yeah. Which you can understand, it's a movie mode. It looks grey and stuttery and just washed out and lifeless. Your standard mode and your dynamic mode. But on the LG there at the bottom, that just does look like mega pumped up. In all fairness, it does look quite. It is quite good. You know, it does make it look real sort of clear and that. You know, not very accurate at all when it comes to the colours and things like that. But still, it's you know, we're going a bit closer there. And then up to the Q90R, which is on its. Is that on vivid mode? It's no, it's on dynamic. Let's turn that up to dynamic there. So, you know, just a bit of fun there, trying them out on their sort of uber intense settings. But I will be doing some proper sort of calibrated tests in the future where I set them up to the way I think they will look, you know, their optimum. And a few of you guys have said to try Arting's settings, which is another channel, and I think I will do that. I'll implement their own settings. They are like professional calibrators on the two TVs and see how they both fare. So I think that's enough of this game, and we'll wrap it up. Well, there you have it then, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video today, and if you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then think about subscribing for more of the same in the future. And don't forget, if you do subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon, because otherwise you will not be notified of my latest upload. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on next one. Bye for now.